let's see if we can, we'll kind of get going here in about 4 minutes. Let's see if we can get everybody in that join us. Let me just see here. All right, let's see who else was out there. Okay. Yeah, we also got live going. You're welcome to join us here. I am going to invite a few more people directly to the meeting so that they know how to get here. Okay. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Talking to myself right now. Can you, when you're curious, can you see the light inside that group going on? I've got the light, but see that? Down there. Your big old mud. Okay. It's easy for you to see us live in the group. Can you hear me talking? Person viewing right now. I want to, let's see if I can see who it is. All right, so you're in. So, wow, it's a delay. Anyway, it was super easy to see that I'm live, right?
You're live. It ain't just memorized, baby.
All right, cool, man. Let me go. I'm not going to worry that if people want to join, they can.
You do this live and in person and live on Facebook.
You don't want to, yeah, you don't want to miss anything. All right. You know, I'll take some. Yeah. Buddy, this is Josh Cropsey, and set up here for our discussion about family. Chris is on his way. He had to get a little bit of coffee, but it looks like running here. It is, I'm going to be on Facebook Live feed. So if you join us, if you have any questions or you want to make any comments, you can on the Facebook Live. I will be answering those questions. And Chris is going to be manning YouTube Live on ESL Connexus. He will answer any questions that come up on his end of things. A fun discussion here. 9 pictures of family. I'm going to go ahead and write some vocabulary that I think are useful on the board for us. All right, so here we go. Yeah, you can close it. Yeah. All right, cool. Just kind of hanging out here, waiting, playing around.
Sounds good.
So,
good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Thank you for having me, Josh. And my challenge. So.
Absolutely. And Chris.
We actually met yesterday. No,
I just dragged him on the street.
We are.
Literally. Yeah.
Josh is the amazing academic director here at ELS Indianapolis. He has enthusiasm about different ideas and things that he'd love to implement. So I'm always on board to try something.
Something new.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I think we kind of feed off each other. So I was pretty eager to jump in here and see what we can get going.
And I'm handing you $20 right now to keep talking great about me.
What else do you want me to say now?
Interestingly, Chris actually, we'll kind of just talk here for a minute and introduce ourselves. But Chris actually works at ELS with university relations, right?
Yeah, university admissions. So I've been doing that for about 2 years, working out of based in Princeton, but this is kind of the second center I've been trying to help other centers as well.
Super cool. Yeah, super cool. I'll go my first time trying this, going live on both Facebook and on. Chris is going to be manning the YouTube feed. We have two computers set up here, so it looks like I'm not looking at you. It's because I'm looking at the screen.
Or he's looking at me.
Or I'm looking at him. That's right. We would love it if you can join us. Nexus is a nonprofit that I started, refugees here in the Indianapolis area. We have a website, and on the website, resources that were generously by a linguist named Greg Thompson. He did a language learning approach called the Growing Participator Approach. We learned Arabic using this particular learning format, and he designed it to be a really fun, interactive way to learn languages. And he gave me permission to use the curriculum for nonprofit purposes. So it's a lot of fun. The other nice thing about it is if you're interested in learning another language, which created on Facebook to allow people to find a language partner. So maybe you want to learn Arabic. Matter of fact, yesterday, one of the guys in the group to teach someone Arabic if they want to help him with his English. So the lessons for the Growing Participator Approach are actually in different languages. It's, I think, in about 6 different languages. So we'll put a link to that information on the website after today's little session. Anyway, today, I actually asked Chris if we could have a conversation about family. Mm-hmm. So let's just jump right into this.
Okay.
Chris, before we jump into it, do you think there's any words? I think some of the people who signed up to listen might be beginner English speakers.
Okay.
Like common words for family that they would need to know.
Yeah, I mean,
you want to write them on the board?
Up there?
Yeah, and then we can talk about them.
So black might be maybe
Siblings?
Parents.
Yeah. Parents. That's good.
That okay for now?
Yeah, that's fantastic. So let me ask you a couple questions.
Sure.
So under siblings, you put brother, sister.
Yes.
So Chris, you have
well, this question gets kind of messy for me. So
Chris is only half wall here. Oh, yeah, man. Thanks for bringing that up, man. We'll make sure we let's see how. Yeah, we'll
okay.
Okay, cool.
All right. So We have the verb here to adopt. So if you adopt a girl, that means the child was not born to your family, so the child was born. So my parents adopted me.
Wow, very interesting.
Yep. So I United States when I was 14 months old. So I was just over 1 year old.
Wow, fantastic.
Yeah.
So a couple questions. Obviously, do you remember anything from that experience initially, or?
No, I don't remember anything from that experience. I mean, my mom likes to tell me stories about when I arrived at JFK to the airport in New York, and first time they brought me back to.
Oh, that's interesting. So your parents at the airport in America,
Yeah.
they didn't even go to the Philippines.
So agency, so the adoption agency, let's see, kind of did everything on the legal end that was necessary to allow my parents to adopt me. So someone from the adoption agency came over. Yeah,
Yeah.
came over with me and handed me off. Good luck. And yeah.
So do you have, what would you call your siblings then? Did your parents, your American adoptive parents,
Yeah.
did they have other children?
So I don't know if I have any brothers or sisters or siblings from my birth parents in the Philippines. Don't have any siblings here in the United States. So my parents always said, well, we wanted to adopt more children, and then they just kind of, oh, okay.
Okay. Well, that's really interesting. You're not only are you adopted, but you're an only child.
Yeah, only child. Which when I was a child, I didn't always sometimes kind of saying only. I said I'm a lonely child. I don't have any brothers or sisters.
Not only are you an only child,
Yeah.
but you were a lonely child.
Exactly. So,
Interesting.
but growing up, it was always instilled in my head that my brother was. So very often when I was in middle school or high school, I would come home or I would get home and my dad would say, "Go walk your brother," and I'd be like, "Okay." So I didn't really know if that meant that he elevated to human status or I was pretty much just devoted. Biological son to adopted son to dog. So.
That's really interesting. You know, they do say there's an idiom in English, his best friend. In your case, that might actually cause a little anger.
Yeah. So I mean,
what was your brother dog?
Now,
They still have one.
well, they have one. So
Okay.
his name is Goliath.
Okay.
So because he's
Okay.
he's my stand-in brother for the moment.
Nice.
So
Hey, I want to take a time out. We actually have a couple of friends from the group tuned in here. We have Mohammed Wajid. Hey, thanks for joining us, Mohammed.
cool. Thank you guys.
Yeah. Hey, Mohammed, a question. Where are you from, Mohammed? Can you post on the comment section where you're from? Hear from you. Where are you from, Mohammed? What country are you from, Mohammed? We're really happy today. Also, we have Dennis joining us. Dennis, where are you from? Let's see. Oh, nice. Mohammed from Pakistan.
Right.
Fantastic. What time is it in Pakistan, Mohammed? let him respond, but we're really happy to have Mohammed.
That's
All
very
right. All right. Welcome in. I don't see anyone on YouTube Live. We probably pick people up after we post it, but discussion a minute. By the way, if you guys have any questions about family as he talks, I'll keep checking the screen here, okay? So we've learned that our friend Chris here is adopted, only child. He is jealous of his family's dog because they said it was like a sibling.
Yeah, and they feed him better than me too.
So, what do we call a family animal? Is there a special word?
But I'm guessing that's the word you're looking for.
Yes, it is. A pet. Okay, good. All right. So we covered siblings. He does not have any siblings.
Nope.
I have 3 siblings.
I have some. I can bust out some photos here.
Yeah, you got some pictures?
For
Awesome.
those who are curious. So let's see.
Wow, 9:30 in Pakistan. All right, we're keeping you up late, Mohammed. How would you rate your English proficiency? Are you a beginner, intermediate English speaker, or advanced English speaker? We're waiting on a picture here.
Yeah, pardon my inability to.
That's okay. Of Chris Seeger's family. Hey, while he's working on it, I got some pictures printed off here. See if I can find my siblings real quick. All right. Let's see, I'll be down. All right, here's my siblings. I don't know, can you guys see this picture? Whoop, there's the YouTube crowd, okay? Here's the Facebook crowd. It's kind of hard to see, I know, but I have 3 siblings. They are all brothers. So there were 4 boys in our family. In the middle, on the picture, that's my father. His name is Robert. Robert. My dad in the middle there, Robert. Okay. Brothers. Let's see, get a close up here on Facebook. The oldest brother is Luke. Can you see that, Chris? Luke, there's Luke right there.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Luke is actually in the Air Force. He's an engineer. And I got Matt is the next oldest. You can see Matt right there. You guys can see Matt. He's on the end there. Plane mechanic and pilot. So that's Matt. And then there's me. Of course, I'm the best looking brother. I'm the handsome, tall guy there. And I am an academic director and an English teacher. And my youngest brother, John, be nice to your youngest brother, Paul, but he got really, John is an eye doctor or an ophthalmologist. So, 3 brothers. Yeah. Did you find any pictures or?
Yeah. So
what do you have going on?
All right. So, YouTube audience hasn't picked up yet. I will.
Sure. Why you just out of your way? So we don't know. Can you guys see that? Oh, there you go. Okay. Oh, nice.
So, as you can see, those 2 very Caucasian-looking folks.
Not easy.
It is not.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my God. I'm pretty bad at this. Okay. Well, she stands out because she's pretty white. And then my dad stands out because he's standing pretty white. So,
Okay.
so those are my folks. That was actually a photo from 13 or 14 years ago when I was in.
You're off my screen a little. Is there some way we? Oh, there you go. Okay.
So when I studied abroad in Brazil, I stayed with 2 different host families, and that was one of the host families and my parents were actually able to come down at Christmas in Brazil, so I was up in the Northeast, and that was both families, my host family. Yeah.
You lived in Brazil for 1 year?
Yeah, 2 different occasions. So like the first time was about 4 to 5 months.
Nice, nice, okay. Picked up another viewer. Let's see who joined us here. It looks like, see if we can welcome whoever it is. How do I tell? I have no idea. Joined us, welcome. If you post something, I should be able to see your name. Somebody trying to visit our room here, one of our students. What is it? Oh. Hey, I'm gonna take a second and answer Mohammed's question. He said, an intermediate student, and he wants to improve his speaking skills. Fantastic. I just say that the whole purpose of this closed group is to practice languages. So I would encourage you in the group to post languages and then what language you want to learn, okay? And then hopefully someone in the group will see your post that's interested in learning your native language. My advice would be to use like Skype and or Google Hangouts half hour and talk about your talk about the English language and culture, whatever languages you're working on. And it's an awesome thing someone to learn about another culture. All right, Chris is back. Parents.
Yeah.
We're talking about your parents.
Yeah.
What's your mom's name?
Margaret, but she normally goes by Peggy. So yeah, she grew fiery red. Pretty much is Irish.
Oh wow. Okay.
She's from New York City. She's from the Bronx. Then let's see, my dad's name is Alan. Central Mass. He's
okay. All right.
How about what else we got here? Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah. So yeah, my family. So my parents. I mentioned my dad in the middle there, Bob, and doctor. I'm sure. So my dad here in the middle, his name is Robert. In America, short for Robert is Bob. Bob, my dad, actually is a doctor. He's a general surgeon. Let's see if I can find. I had a nice picture of just. Oh, here she is. 40th birthday party. See that, Chris? There you go.
Cool.
Yeah. We'll get the YouTubers out here. All right. Her name is Shirley. She actually, by trade, is a nurse. That's a little bit about my family. Put up there that your grandparents. Yeah. What are grandparents?
Parents, I can.
While you're writing that up there, Mohammed's saying it's really hard for him to listen and understand and English native speakers. Mohammed, I understand our conversation. Are we talking? Anyway, yeah, let's on.
So you have, and then you have. Grandparents are the parents of my mom's, his grandfather, and my mom's grandmother, with my dad. So my dad's grandmother and my dad's father.
Very interesting. Another, to me, interesting question is, you're adopted. Have you ever met your birth parents?
No, I haven't. So in order to gain access to that information, I have to petition the courts
Wow.
of, because the adoption agency that I was adopted through shut down. So pretty much those records became property of the New Milford, Connecticut courts. So
Okay. Do you have any desire to do so?
I
Or
mean,
not really, you don't care?
I think it would be interesting. And then, I mean, that's pretty common question that I get. But so I mean, I always consider my mom and as my parents, you know. So meet my biological mom and dad, or mother and father, expressing. I feel like I need to do.
Sure. Okay.
I'm comfortable with, you know, my parents.
Okay. Now, let's talk about kind of another category of family. Let's talk about immediate family. And my question is,
Am I married? No, I'm not married. So
Okay.
I probably should be, but my parents asked me that. So.
yeah, your mom, right? That's pretty common in most cultures.
Yeah, and like my mom will often say, "Whoa, one day you're gonna have children." I'm like, "Yes, mom." Like, I know.
Yeah.
You want babies?
Yeah, grandbabies. There's a good word for you. Grandparents want grandbabies. Those cultures.
Grandbabies, grandkids. So you're how many grandchildren do your
Wow.
parents have?
So I have 4 brothers. They're all married.
Okay.
And so I believe if you count them all up, there are, I think there's close to 17.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd have to do the math. I'm not a mathematician, I'm an English teacher. But since you asked, I am married, and I have, 3 children. And my wife is Nanette. Let me see if I have a picture here of my beautiful family.
If you forgot the wife, then you're in trouble. Hopefully she's not.
Here she is. Okay.
That should be the first picture.
So here's another nice word. Twins.
Ooh.
Twins, yeah. So kind of an interesting thing about Nanette and I, our first 2 children came at the same time. We call them twins. And it's my son is Jack. You can see Jack here. Daughter is Keziah. Keziah are twins, which means they were born together. They are old. So yeah, that's Jack and Keziah. And then I have another child. Let me show you my beautiful little daughter. Her name is Selah. Selah's 4 now. Uh-oh, we lost our connection. Selah's 4. Here's a picture of my whole family together. We lost the connection. Oh, there it is. Okay. This is a picture of my family. It's my wife, Nanette. There's Selah. It's hard to do. And Keziah and Jack in the corner there. So my wife, here's another nice word. My wife is Nanette. I have 1 son and 2 daughters.
I'm gonna put another important word up there too.
Oh yeah, what boss? That's right. That's right. Hey, real quick, actually, Mohammed, interesting stuff.
Yeah.
He says it's difficult to hang with English native speakers. Chris, do you have any advice? I mean, as far as what to do to improve.
Honestly, take advantage of a lot of the resources out there online right now. English in a little over 2 years, so it's been a while. But Josh, what that you can think of?
Listen, my three things: practice, practice, practice. So any way that you can practice your English, I mean, even joining us today, comprehension. So anytime you can practice, try to find an American friend. I'm sure that there are some Americans in Pakistan, hopefully, but you can Skype with somebody. There's lots of online websites to connect with English speakers. So that's what I do, just keep practicing. Also, great website, and I'll put a link to it. It's or language exchanges. Exchanges. You just Google languages, you'll find a really cool website that's super popular for like doing a language exchange. Of course, mine would be the best, right? Let's keep mine rolling. But that's a really great website. So yeah, the other thing he put down, approximately 2 dozen. Oh, I understand well, but don't have enough speaking practice. Practicing, I know it's hard to find practice time. 2 dozen. I have twin. Oh no way! Well, Mohammed, you have twin daughters. That's really fantastic. We haven't counted twins. Cool.
I was gonna ask you, when did you get married, Josh? And when?
Yeah, so I got married, and I've been married now for 14 years.
Okay.
This will be year 15 in January.
Okay.
Watching out there, I know our anniversary date is coming up in January. January 25th.
Okay.
So that'll be 15 years.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Excellent.
getting old, man. Yeah. Anyway, a class about to start in the in here. I totally forgot about that. But man, this has been fun.
I like this.
For our first
it.
round.
I would love to do this on a weekly basis.
Yeah. So cool. Chris and I are going to try to start doing this on a weekly basis on Wednesdays. I think is kind of what we picked.
Wednesday works.
Hey, listen, Mohammed, thank you so much for tuning in today.
Thank you, Mohammed.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and tune. I will try to pull links to Vocabulary and some other ideas to help you practice your spoken English. Reach out to the group and just say, hey, I want to work on my. We'll put another up on favorite topics. So join us. Let us know what you want to talk about. What would be interesting for you to talk about? We'll meet again and talk about another topic with Chris. For now, hope everybody has a great day. Take care.